Back in the late 1830s, this French bloke, a pastry chef no less, was just minding his own business in Mexico City, whipping up croissants or whatever. Suddenly, these rowdy Mexican officers come tearing through his shop like a bull in a china shop. But it's pastries they're trashing, not china. The pastry chef, Monsieur Remontel, is just standing there, jaw on the floor, as his eclairs and tarts get flung about. When the dust settles, he tallies up the damage and it comes out to a whopping 60,000 pesos. This wasn't just a few baguettes, mate. We're talking about an entire bakery operation here. So naturally, Monsieur Remontel does what any self-respecting Frenchman would do. He goes crying to King Louis Philippe saying, "These Mexican ruffians wrecked my shop." King Louis Philippe, being the king of France, demands that Mexico pay up a staggering 600,000 pesos for the damages. Now, to give you an idea, this was more money than the entire annual Mexican army budget. Now, Mexico, they ain't gonna roll over. They're like, "You can take your croissants and shove them, mate. We ain't paying shit." So what does France do? They say, "All right, if you won't pay the piper, we'll play you a tune." They send over their navy, big, hulking warships, and they blockade all of Mexico's main ports. The Mexicans are like, "The is going on?" And France says, "This is for Monsieur Remontel and his pastries." So Mexico, they ain't gonna let some frog eaters push them around. They get on the blower to their big cousin America, and they're like, "Hey, these cheese-eating surrender monkeys are blockading us over some pastries. Can you believe this?" But America, they're just sitting back, popcorn in hand, going, "Not our circus, not our monkeys, amigo." So the Mexicans and the French start going at it, cannonballs flying, people dying, all because of a ransacked pastry shop. You couldn't make this up, mate. While this is all going down, America's just sipping their coffee, going, "Wow, they're really fighting over pastries. Maybe we should start cranking out donuts just in case." In just a few months, the French have Mexico by the cojones. In the end, Mexico has to fork over 600,000 pesos, all for a pastry shop. Meanwhile, Monsieur Remontel, our pastry chef, is sitting back in Paris enjoying a pain au chocolat, completely oblivious to the international incident his little shop caused. And that, my friend, is how pastries almost brought a continent to its knees. The world is nuts, ain't it?